songs. And that's the Lions one, of course. Century Plaza Hotel in Spa on Burrard Street. You're looking at a live shot. The reason we were playing the fight song is because we were joined by Lions quarterback Mike Reilly. Mike, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You guys are taking on the Riders, what we used to call the Green Riders, when there were two Riders in town. So that always brings a lot of buzz around the city because their supporters travel well and they seem to be everywhere. So we'll talk more about the game in a moment. But first, let's talk about how you've become such a tremendous advocate for mental health and men's mental health by bringing to light your personal story. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's something that, you know, people aren't comfortable talking about, at least not to the level that that we wanted to get to, and I wasn't before. But, you know, once you experience something with mental health like I did in January of 2018, you realize, man, it can affect anybody, it can affect me, and it came out of the blue, so you wonder how many other people out there are dealing with something, and it come to find out that it's a high majority. And I've had a lot of people reach out to me that I never would have expected to, talking about their own personal stories and things like that, so it's been really good to bring it to the forefront.
So what happened, what was your experience, and what got you to bring it forward?
Yeah, again, it was in January of 2018. It was the off season. January is generally a very low-key month for me. It's just time spent with family and relaxing and recovering from the previous season, and that's exactly what I was doing. And one night before I went to bed, I experienced a panic attack, which I had never had before, and then I spent about a month fighting through multiple panic attacks and the anxiety that brought along with it. Thought I could deal with it by myself and figure out a way to just ignore it and it would go away, and it certainly didn't. It continued to progress and get worse and worse until I finally reached out and got the help that I needed, got some tools to deal with it and overcome it. You know, and it's something that I haven't experienced since then, but I feel confident that if and when the time comes, I'll be prepared and ready to handle it, and if I can't, then I know who I can reach out to get the help.
How has it changed your life as far as coming out and becoming such a face of mental health?
Again, it's something that as soon as I reached out and got help and told people what exactly was going on, you know, I felt a burden lifted from my shoulders, which was really nice. And then since I've come out with my story, I've had so many people talk to me about their own stories that I do feel like when they come and speak to me, they kind of feel that same sense of relief, like, man, this is something that I've wanted to share for a while, and just being able to talk about it makes you feel better. And then understanding that you're not alone. You're not the only person that goes through something like that. You know, it was kind of shocking to me because I didn't realize that it was so prevalent. But now that I've opened up and had people talk to me about it, I think that you know, it's good. It's something that our society needs. It's something that people haven't originally wanted to talk about, and certainly in my line of work, it's not something that people are comfortable talking about. But you can't just sit there and deal with it on your own and keep it to yourself. It just it makes things worse. And
there's been lots of change in your life as well. Of course, you're back with the Lions after a successful stint in Edmonton. You have a young family. You're back here in town. You're playing for the first season with the Lions as the dominant #1 starter. Tell us about the team, what's happening with the squad. Not off to a great start.
That's right.
1-5 so far, but there's still lots of season left.
Yeah, I mean, first, it's been great to be back with BC. Love it here and love the fans in the city. I'm a Pacific Northwest guy, so it's been great to bring my family back to what we consider home. The season hasn't started out how we wanted it to, but at the same time, we didn't expect it to be easy. We have a lot of new pieces in, a whole new coaching staff. A majority of the players are new to the team. You know, but it's been some ups and a lot of downs, but it's things that we've been learning from, and sometimes you got to be able to fight through those downs to get to where you really want to be. And I do believe we're building the foundation properly, but it's certainly, nobody said it was going to be easy, but anything worth fighting for generally isn't easy, so we're ready to continue battling.
And you have a lot of tremendous pieces there. Should be an amazing crowd in place tonight. You're playing the Riders. As I mentioned earlier, they always travel well, and it's family night at the game. First 3,000 people through the door will get one of these lunch kit backpacks. Absolutely incredible. So it should be a big crowd down there as well. What are you expecting from the Riders?
That's right, yeah. I mean, we just played them last week, so there's not going to be any secrets. You know, they got to come play in our house, so we don't have to deal with their crowd noise on offense. Hopefully our crowd will make it challenging on their offense. But they do always travel well, and that's always exciting and fun to have for family night. I'm looking forward to it. I have 2 small children of my own. I know they're excited to see Paw Patrol and Spider-Man and Iron Man and all of those things.
They're coming out to the game?
They'll be be out at the game, of course. And as you said, the first 3,000 kids through the door get one of those bags. And I believe that they get to come onto the field after the game as well, which is really cool. And then for the adults, as far as I know, they're starting the 50-50 off at 100,000. So,
that's right, 50-50 guaranteed 100,000.
Right,
so definitely worth getting down there. Get down there for the tailgate early as well. Thanks so much for coming in, Mike.
Yeah.
Really appreciate it. Coming up, you'll want to stick around for this.